Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of December. We'll be taking a look at our past, present, and future and seeing if we align with that outcome. And if we don't, like I always say, you always have the capability of changing it. It's all about aligning yourself energetically to what it is that you want. And again, this is a collective reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear it right now and come back for next month's reading. I wish I could do a reading for everyone. I mean, at some point in time I might, but right now, we'll stick to this and we'll see what the future holds on that, because that would be kind of exciting. But let's go ahead and pull some cards here. Giving a vibe of the month, giving a vibe of your energy and where you are right now, and see where that leads. The adventure, responsibility, and expectation. So there's a lot of energy here of kind of like letting go and kind of becoming a new person. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, but it's almost like I'm going to just say, I feel like some of you guys might be in a relationship that you're trying to walk away from, just because I feel like you guys have been, like the relationship isn't, you're not growing together, you're growing apart, and it's almost like there's too much restriction and you want your freedom. And that could be anything, right? Use that as an example for your own life. It might not be a relationship, could be a work thing, could be a family, a friend thing, but there's something here that's like you want to walk away from so you can have your freedom, but there is some kind of responsibility that is really holding you back. Again, a lot of you guys are in like a relationship that just isn't really quite working out. It's not bad, but it's like you guys aren't on the same page anymore, if that makes sense. Or maybe you guys have been dating so many people and you're just like, I can't do this, and you just want to be on your own and not have to be with another person. There's so many different energies coming in, so place it where it makes sense in your life. But let's dig deeper into that and see what's going on in your past, present, and future. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of shifts, a lot of energetic shifts here. So we have the Three of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups, and then the Page of Wands. So there's something that happened in the past that has left you almost guarded, in the sense that you had heartbreak, some things that were said or done that can't be taken back. Definitely something that was emotionally damaging, I want to say. I think like you had to take care of yourself emotionally in that instance, because I feel like you couldn't rely on that other person or other people. You really were on your own, and you kind of pivoted where you went, like there's like a sense of like you walking away and doing your own thing and your own adventure, your own life, and you sparked your own passion. You kind of meandered alone. So if like you did like a whole family thing, maybe the family situation fell apart and you were kind of just like, I'm moving out, I'm leaving and doing my own thing. Like there's something that could be a relationship where you went on your own way and kind of like sparked your own fire again. It's kind of like taking the situation in your own hands, and that was like your past. Okay, so you had to build yourself up on your own. So that's a very huge aspect of this reading, because I feel like that kind of bleeds into, well, now like there is a present situation that's making you feel like you have to do that again. It's kind of like that vibe. So let's go ahead and take a look at the present. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Seven of Cups. So so there's options laid. So the Seven of Cups, there are options in front of you. There are options laid out in front of you, and you're trying to figure out what it is you want to do, what it is you want to change, if you change anything all. You're weighing your pros and cons. I feel like you're in your own head about this. I think you think about this a lot. I think this has been a few months in the making of like going back and forth with the idea of kind of like releasing yourself from the situation and kind of just doing your own thing and walking your own path again. I feel like this situation has been, well, it took a lot of energy. You've built something within the situation. So maybe you have a relationship that you guys worked really hard to get to where you are today, right? Maybe you guys own a home together or renting together, you moved in together. There's something about togetherness that you've built something, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. And I think that you were trying to cultivate that. You planted a seed, you watched it grow, but it's now like kind of not growing in the way that you want. And so like you are trying to seek out other options. And I don't know. I feel like this has been the theme with this, and I think it's the same person. So I feel like there's some kind of theme within this, and it's just not going away. And then there is a sense that you have maybe talked about trying to um take a break. I don't know if you guys have thrown that out there. Maybe you guys have taken a break, but there is a sense of like I just need like alone time, and maybe not a physical break from the relationship, but like you did something on your own. Maybe you went on a trip with like your own friends or something. Just clear your mind from the situation and get some kind of perspective. And that's what's currently happening. Maybe you're already in that alone time with them, but that's what's currently happening. That's the present. Let's take a look at the future. So we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Death card, and we have the Five of Cups. So there is going to, I feel like you guys are finally going to walk away from whatever this situation is. I get, so that's like crying over spilt milk. There is some kind of, the sadness and grief behind it. But if you look at this picture here, you had 3 cups that are down and 2 that are standing, and the 2 of cups is something that's like emotionally balanced. So at the end of everything, it's like there is some kind of grief. The death card being here, so yes, a cycle ends. A cycle has to end because it's reached its course. You know it. You've been thinking about it for a long time. And so the death isn't really bad. It's like for me like a card that leads into a rebirth. So it's just a cycle that hard stops. And the situation has to hard stop. And for the Ace of Wands to come in, it needs to. You need to cleanse that, close the door, and move on. And so I do get a sense of, again, Page of Wands, Wands coming up, the opportunity to kind of start fresh and do what makes you happy, the adventure. This is about something that brings you passion. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's just doing things for you. This is what your future holds, and I think that is a beautiful start to the new year. Because I think this is what you want. I don't think you want the situation. Allowing that to kind of clear so that the next situation can come in, whatever it is that you're manifesting. So it could be a relationship, it could be a new one. Now, whatever this one, I feel like a lot of you guys are in a relationship. I don't know why, but like whatever relationship you're in now is only holding you back from the next thing. So like you have to look at it from that perspective because it is delaying. And I feel like I've had this conversation over and over again with Capricorn, but there is a delay within you moving on. So this has been like a long time coming. And again, something will come. We have the 5 of Cups, 2 cups in the background that are standing up. 2 of Cups is the balance of emotionally balanced, something that like is a give and take. It's harmony. Cups being filled, especially within a partnership, happiness. So like you're having that, but you have to let that cycle end and you have to grieve and before that happens. And it will, because the Ace of Wands is coming, but I don't see that that's being a person. It's more of you kind of like letting go and being free and being the adventurer. So let's pull some cards here as a last takeaway. The last thing that your guides want you to know. Yeah, that wasn't it. All right, let's see. That feels right. The initiation, right? A passage, crossing the threshold. I mean, that's what the future is talking about. Like let it go. Like you have to close that door. You have here it's like a stormy visual, and then you're going to be entering beauty, right? So that's where you currently are, and that portal is where you're going to be entering. So your guys are really here like, yeah, like this is part of the journey. You learned your lesson, and now it's just put your foot forward and go, because I think you've been in this for so long and you haven't really gone or moved forward. You've been stuck in this relation. I feel like it's a relationship. So sorry, I'm going to say that it might not be, right? But there's a sense of like you guys being stuck in this for so long that it's like about time you just move. Just go cross a threshold. Ooh, I just sneezed. Sorry. I don't know where that came from, and move on so that like the next thing can come, because the next thing wants to come. I just it's like right there. I think the universe is going to kind of make it end at this point, where there's no like hopes of reconciliation. I think that's what it feels like to me, because it's just such a sudden break and you put your foot down. So I hate that it has to come to that, but it's for the best at the end of the day. Everything happens for a reason. So if this reading did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.